Yep. It's one of the coolest opening shots I've ever seen. That Dr. Deuce, that's a gallery statue. It's one of our $60 ones. It's just like, what's wrong with it? Absolutely nothing. Look. And how much does that look like Kingpin? So, 2 new gallery statues. Good evening, Carol and John's Comic Shop. Sorry, I'm in all of the displays Kyle put together tonight. Big news. This is the biggest comic week I've ever seen. I worked here for 13 years. So you said you saw one pre-me.
Yes.
That needed an extra table.
Yeah.
But this is our first in modern Carol and John, what do we call it? The third age. This is our first. This is our biggest one in the third age of Carol and John's Comic Shop. So welcome. We got a lot to cover, so I'm gonna go through quick. We had a fantastic time with Cena Grace last Friday. She got these blocks up and down all by herself. But Sarah Kuhn's gonna be here this Friday. We've got her free Lois Lane book to give away all week. So come get one, come back and get it signed. She's going to be here with Miss Siegel.
Laura Siegel Larson.
Laura Siegel Larson. Thank you very much. She's the granddaughter. Sorry, straight up daughter of Jim Siegel. So she'll be here in conjunction with our last event in this Superman 85th anniversary.
If you like the short story, we have the extended full graphic novel as well.
Splendid. Also to give away, we printed up Winston's Doom, Legion of Doom cover that we had on the back of a DC comic a few years ago, but full size. Beautiful. Sucker for purple. And since it's our 179th episode, we got a creepy little vermin cover. You'd think someone would spot him. He's kind of lit up.
He is.
So, Spectacular Spider-Man 179 for our 179th episode. First appearances?
First appearances.
Captain Marvel #1, new ongoing series. First appearance of the Omen. Amazing Spider-Man #36, fantastic cover. And first appearance of the Repossessor.
Yep.
Got it. He's awesome, the name. And Flash is the first appearance of the Stillness, who you will kind of see stylized on another cover when we get to the DC side. Right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get into it.
Image Comics, we have 2 reprints. You got World Tree #5 reprinted. I think we had it before, but it didn't make it on the table very long. And then Creep Show Volume 2 #1 reprinted with, honestly, like the first cover that jumped out at me this week when I was unpacking stuff.
I didn't look at that.
It's a Creep Show tree.
Oh, nice.
That's great. So we have 2 of those. I will say, before I get too deep into it, if you see something that we have 1 copy of on the table, we implore you to pick it with a comment. Let us know you want it because it will make room on the table. 303 titles this week. Typical week, what is it? 210, 250.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you see it kind of full, but 301, like, forget about it. All right, new from Image this week. You have Void Rivals #5. This will be your cover A. I didn't get a chance to read this, huh? You'll hear that a lot this evening. Cover B, I think it was Robles, I think. The Walking Dead anniversary cover, 20 years. 1 in 50 variant, which actually now I'm looking at it, pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the 1 in 25 variant, and we've got a 1 in 10 also for Void Rivals #5. Think practically a story arc, if I'm not mistaken. Above that, you got Spawn 346. That'll be your cover A. Let me move some stuff.
Well, that'll be your cover B. This is technically cover A.
Okay. Gorillas on cover A. Extras on cover B.
Yep.
And then we got the Virgin cover for cover C.
Yep.
Cool. Next to that, I'm going to hand it over to I'm going to hand it over
To Dracula. Image and Skybound are bringing back Universal Monsters. The first one is Dracula.
The King.
From James Tynion and Martin Simmons. So if you like classic Dracula, if you like the book, if you like the Coppola movie, the Universal movies, the Hammer horror movies, if you like Dracula Dead and Loving It, you should get this book. He mentions Dracula Dead and Loving It in the letter on the back, and I was like, okay, he's got me. But like, hold on. Drake's gonna hypnotize you now.
Oh, man. Okay, that's pretty hardcore.
That's awesome.
Okay.
So this is technically cover B. This is cover A, blank, and then this is the 1 per store variant. It's only $20.
Nice. It's welcoming. He's welcoming.
Yes.
So that's #1 of 4. And they haven't announced any other ones officially yet. Although I didn't look at... We have a previews out this week I'll get to, so new stuff's going to be announced. I didn't get there yet.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for Frankenstein. This one, I'm so excited about this one. Equally as excited as Andrea about Dracula. Paladin of Axes is by Jerry Dugan. He wrote Deadpool for a long time, so I read him a lot. But it's about don't call him a roadie. He's like a band helper, like ingrained in the band. Dies in a plane crash. And you really think he's going to start like seeking vengeance, but then he gets rescued by gnomes? And he has to go on a quest for all the evil imbued instruments that musicians have made deals with demons or devils with for all time.
That's awesome.
I'm halfway through the book and he's in old time New Orleans and he's like chasing down a trumpet player through a graveyard. And it's like snappy and funny. It's not as gross as Scumbag, but it's got that like the F is going on in the world, like I'm worried, like, I gotta save my own butt kind of like thing, and he's like off on a weird adventure. So I don't know what to expect. I'm halfway through the book. I stopped reading it before we had to do the video. We also have a 1 in 10 variant for that. This is Radiant Black number
26.
26. You'll see the 26.5 because it's cover B. Capterra Volume 2 is on issue number 3, and we got a bunch of extra I Hate Fairyland number 10. So if you think the cover's cool, I'd love to throw that in your file. Two Graves, the complete miniseries, first 5 issues, all in trade paperback. Above that, Walking Dead number 75, so that's a milestone issue for them. We've got a cover B for that one. Gunslinger Spawn is on issue number 25. Oh, look at this. No, I got it. 25. I'm a professional. This is the big one. This is my white whale. We got it. It's all of our white whales. Oh, and we got Edenwood on the table. Tony S. Daniel writing it. It's kind of like a war, like demons had a set territory they could inhabit, and witches kind of like wrap themselves around that. It's very United Statesy as far as like the maps for that go. And then the demons just kind of like start expanding rapidly, and a bunch of teenagers are kind of caught in it.
And art.
Oh, he did the art too?
He did.
He did, yeah. It's a very Tony S. Daniel demon. It's like made of teeth and stuff. It's really sweet.
Yeah.
And I think it's only one of them. So we got that. We got a 1 in 10 variant for number 1 and a 1 in 25.
Oh, sweet motorcycle.
Very cool. And that's it for Image. That
Oh.
Marvel second prints. We need Marvel second prints. We got Marvel second print Juan Jose Rip artwork on the cover of second print for Wolverine 37. And then Daredevil number 1. Can't ever have too many of those.
No.
Collected stuff from Marvel. Hallows Eve, that whole miniseries from last year, 1 through 5.
Which there's a great one shot for it up at the top of the table, too.
Heck yeah, look at that. Give him a little sneak preview. Boom. He wasn't lying. Hellcat 1 through 5 also wrapped up around the same time. We got Rainbow Rowell's She-Hulk from the previous miniseries. That's volume 3. And then Excellent had a miniseries that wrapped up earlier this year. So that's all 5 of that one. Kind of second in a trilogy. Sure. 2 epic collections from Marvel this week. You got The Curing of Dr. Banner. That one's tough to read.
Yeah,
sideways.
it's like issues 201 to like 226.
Cool. Win. And Moon Knight, Death Watch, which is a new one. Neither one of these are reprinted ones.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then the biggie on this side of the Marvel table is the Marvel Cinematic Universe complete timeline. It goes from like the creation of the Infinity Stones. Oh wait, the creation of the
The TVA. Yeah,
the
that's
TVA.
right.
So, boom. It's huge. It's like a good old coffee book table. Or coffee table book. Predator, was this the most recent miniseries?
Yes.
Cool. I think it's 1 through 6 or 1 through 5 in the annual. Yeah. And then Star Wars stuff this week. Both Dark Droids tie-ins. You got Dr. Aphra number 37. Above that, you've got Dark Droids D-Squad 2 and the freaking great Chopper variant. Whoever gets it, I pre-applaud you.
Yeah.
We all talked about that cover.
Yep.
Captain America has got us number 2, team up with Spidey. You got a George Perez cover price variant for that one. The Avengers 60th anniversary cover, New Champions variant, and then is that Sandy?
Yep.
On the 125.
Yep.
Beautiful. Facsimile edition for Marvel this week is X-Men 129.
First Kitty Pryde.
There
First
he
Emma
is.
Frost.
There he is. He loves this issue. He loves
I
it.
have copies.
I themed it next to X-Men Days of Future Past number 4, last in the miniseries, I think.
Is it or is it number 5?
Our legitimate question about this cover, though, was does Magneto push his own wheelchair?
Yep, final one.
He does?
Oh, I thought the question was next to that, we've got the Immortal Thor number 3. Big stuff. Big stuff happening.
He's waking up from that all sleep.
In this one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
You got John Romita Jr. and Sr. on that cover that cover. I didn't need to name it. And then New Champions variant. Yep. Dark X-Men number 3 of 5. Archangel and Gambit on cover B, and then we've got a 1 in 25
By Savage.
Goblin Queen. You gonna get it? You too?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So proud of you.
I
I'm so
know,
proud of you.
I know you want to.
I don't want.
I know
you
you
to.
don't.
I'm just testing you. Uncanny Spider. Uncanny Spider-Man number 2. Anybody get a chance to read? I'm really excited to read this, but I didn't get a chance.
I know. It looks like he's fighting a rhino.
Spider-Man.
He's
fighting.
killing it. Rose Besh, is that? Sweet. I'm killing it.
You
on this
are,
tonight. I really am. I haven't need you once. And then design variant.
Not yet.
What?
Not yet.
What do you mean?
We got.
I
lots
can
of
do it.
All right.
As always, my overconfidence will probably be my downfall. Realm of X number 3 of 5. I am liking the D&D kind of angle on this X-Men thing. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of a guilty pleasure read for me. Uncanny Avengers number 3. We've got the... Ooh, you got it? It's the Avengers 60th, but they did 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is one of the connecting covers for the Avengers 60th. Not a wrap. Good deal. Miss Marvel New Mutant is on number 3 of 5. Jean Grey is on number 3 of 5. Alpha Flight's on number 3 of 5.
Oh, boy.
It's a 4 situation.
Except for just
Threes of 5.
Dude, it's a countdown. The 4s were last week.
Oh, that's
I
right.
hope it's not a countdown to a bigger table.
Oh my god. Christmas. Predator vs. Wolverine, number 2 of 4.
Did not get to read it yet.
Can't wait to
I
read
know.
it.
I'm
like,
so pumped.
It's a pure Predator situation. Like,
It's Predator versus Wolverine. What more do you want?
he's in his agent or Task Force X, or what do they call it?
Yep.
X days. So that's cover B, and then we got a 1 in 25 cover. Enough said. Too much can be said about that cover. Marvel Unleashed number 3
Did not
of
get
5.
to-
And then Chewie the Flurkin on cover B. Oh, it's weird. I didn't even try and do that. Captain Marvel number 1, ongoing series.
Omen's first appearance, another first appearance. She's a thief. Plays a big part in this. If you like classic Captain Marvel with negabands and stuff like that, it's also going to probably lead into the movie type thing with switchings and all sorts of stuff. Great first issue. Like, if you've been like just sort of like I have been, little like I want better Captain Marvel. This is your better Captain Marvel. Great first issue.
And new outfit.
Yes. And coming, Alyssa Wong coming off of writing Deadpool.
That's right.
So there you go.
You know what? You explained this so well. I'm going to let you do the variant covers.
Oh, is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, that just seems proper.
Well, we do have a spiffy, shiny foil variant.
Woo!
Yes. And then, I don't know.
No, it's Jen Bartel. Come on.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh,
so
you
the
did. You knew deep down.
I did.
We
Deep
knew
down.
it.
And then the new Champions variant, and then the 1 in 25 variant there, which is pretty cool.
I can do this one.
Oh,
We can
should
all do this
next
one.
Yeah.
Beginning of a new story arc in Amazing Spider-Man number 36. It's a little more lighthearted in a really good way, but we're entering into a couple months of like kind of fun monsters and Limbo
Yes.
tie-ins, and Rec Rap is back.
Yep.
But it like is playing into the scene in New York, like what they're trying to set up.
Yeah. And Luke Cage makes an early appearance.
Mhm.
because he's
Kind of
going
funny
to be,
one too.
and he's going to be playing deeper into the gang war stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a bold couple of pages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like you're cool with it.
It's fun.
It is really fun. It's hard to. Let's move on. The Ramitas did a cover. You got Junior and Senior. We got that Art Adams Black Cat 1 in 25. The Virgin for the Ramitas. And then Hallows Eve. You guys were into this. I heard you talking about
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's Halloween. There's a bunch of masks, and that's where her power comes from. And like, how could it not be awesome? There's a freaking Thanos mask right there. Fin Fang Foom. So that's cool. Top of the table for Marvel is Marvel Zombies. We all love Marvel Zombies. We sell Marvel Zombies all the time. I love saying Marvel Zombies. I love putting it in kids' hands, anyone's hands.
This
and being
one,
like,
this one says
this,
not for kids though.
it's not. But like, I like telling somebody like, this guy eats this guy, and that's just the least of it. And they're like, sweet. I love being excited about Marvel Zombies.
You want a quick glimpse of which guy eats what guy?
Sure, man.
Moon Knight eats Iron Man.
That is true.
Yes, and it's great.
And like that's what you want. Like
Yeah.
that's what you want from Marvel Zombies.
And that's the least of it.
That is the least
yeah.
of it. 3 stories. First one written by Garth Ennis. And then you've got, which is a Daredevil story, you got a Spider-Man story, and you got a Moon Knight and Iron Man story.
Yeah.
We all know how that one ends. But fantastic, 4-issue miniseries, just like all the rest of their Black, White, and Blood. I'm in.
Yeah.
I was in when I saw the picture. I don't know them.
Leanna Liu.
Thank you.
And then Barons. And then the 1 in 10.
Homage.
Homage.
We were wondering if that was Spider-Man or Spider-Girl.
Spider-Man.
But isn't that, as far as the homage go, be Spider-Man?
You would think.
I think he might be Venom.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Either way.
Yeah.
Freaking
And
rad.
then 1 in 25 variant.
Oh, so after you read the story, too.
Yeah.
So good. That was a full Marvel table. Hit it with the full
Now
DC side.
Now we move on to DC with Action. So we've got the regular cover here for Action number 1058, but we also have the awesome Carla Cohen Supergirl variant. I like that one.
Yeah.
But if you've been paying attention, Jorge Jimenez has been doing all sorts of covers. He's done a Batman Catwoman. Now you've got a Superman Lois Lane one, all in the same style.
Freaking
so yeah. So we also have a 1 in 10 variant, and then a really cool negative space 1 in 50 variant for Action Comics. Then probably the DC book of the week, Alan Scott Green Lantern. Every Golden Age story that they've been telling with Wesley Dodds, with
Jay
Garrick, and now Alan Scott, they've all hit the mark. They're great. If you have liked the previous ones, you're going to like this. If you care anything about Alan Scott, you're going to like this. If you want to know history of Alan Scott, you're going to like it. It's good. Very, very good.
I'd say
With
perfect
an
cover,
ending.
perfect first issue.
And that ending.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's they're really reinventing these guys brick by brick with attention to their roots. You know what I mean? And they're really telling a great modern story in a period piece. It's really good.
A month ago, I was like, JSA stuff.
Right.
Now I'm like, I love the JSA. Anything.
Okay, so we've got the J.K. Snyder the third variant cover. We've got the Robles variant cover.
love that cover.
And then we move on to Wonder Woman, which we got shorted, which is very sad.
No,
We're getting
they
more back
pre-ordered
in.
the hell out of it.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
Wonder Woman
Number one.
Because we
I
told
tried
you to get it,
really hard
and
on
you
that
got
one.
it.
Yes.
And
Now we have a 1 in
We have
25
1 in
variant.
25.
But we're getting a million of them back in.
Yes.
We're getting like 30.
it's so good. It's so good.
It's the most amazing Wonder Woman issue I've ever read. Hands down.
Even better than one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It really is. You need them both, but it really is better than
Yeah.
one. So please buy Wonder Woman.
So if you just want to see the Amazons, they attack in this issue. It's issue 1.
There's a prelude in, is a backup story in Wonder Woman 2
Ooh.
that leads into this. It sets it up a little bit.
But yeah, they're like the government's after every Amazon. that
Oh, so
makes
I
sense
totally
so-
need this. That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the 3 tribes uniting. It's awesome.
So yeah, Flash number 2. The stillness is like in full force in this one. We've got the regular cover. We have the Diodato stillness variant for that one.
Right.
We have the 1 in 25 variant.
We liked this one.
Yeah,
It's a
we
very
talked
cool
about
one.
this one a lot yesterday.
And then the 1 in 50 variant for that one there.
Which I don't get.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad.
I see it. I see. Oh, it's the whole Rogues Gallery going on in there.
Really?
Yeah. There's like Grodd's hand.
Mirror
There's, like,
Master.
Mirror
Oh,
Master.
and now I didn't. Honestly, I couldn't even make out the shape of his head.
face. Yeah, I just
immediately.
pulled it up.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. And then Batman Catwoman Gotham War Red Hood number 2. If you've been reading it, you're reading it.
Of 2.
2 of 2.
2 of 2. And then we have a 1 in 25 variant there. And then if you want to see where Alan Scott became Green Lantern, right here, All American Comics number 16, facsimile edition. But honestly, it's worth it just for the Peter Popsicle story in here. where he's poking things. It's awesome.
No, you didn't.
Popsicle Pete.
No,
Popsicle Pete.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Pete.
upside down.
Now we're
Upside
gonna
down
have
airplane.
requests on Facebook tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, I'm tired, and be like, popsicles.
Can I get that popsicle Pete number 1?
Kyle and I were saying when we saw this come out the same week as Alan Scott that it was a really missed opportunity to not do them for Wesley Dodds and for Jay Garrick. I don't know if their first appearances are like weird or dated, like or less classic than this, because they may have been like a backup or something like that. But man, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
This is a great color. I love this. After reading this, I'm so happy there's so much red and green in it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah. So, Batman Brave and the Bold. Still missing Tom King in this one, but Guillaume March takes over for a series where Batman has amnesia. It's beautifully written, beautifully drawn. There's also a great black and white backup story with Batman in it that's awesome as well. So, still an awesome anthology story. We've got the regular cover here. We've got the 1 in 25 variant for that right there. Harley Quinn, number 33. Somebody's killing multiversal Harleys, and they do it in the Captain Carrot universe in this one. Yeah.
No.
So, oh yeah.
Just dead bunnies right on the front.
Has an amazing backup story. The art in it is fantastic. But and then we have the Jenny Frison variant and the the Gabriel Delato variant.
I got it. I'm in his head now.
It didn't help that Diodato actually did one over there. Detective is on number 1075. We've got the regular cover there. We've got the 1 in 25.
Cover of the week.
Freaking fantastic.
And then the 1 in 50 variant there. Penguin number 3
Oh my
is
God,
actually next on my reading list. I cannot wait to read this. But yeah, we've got the regular one there. And then the Dustin Wynn variant for that one there.
He's got a couple things on the table.
And then the 1 in 25 variant there, where it's the nice reflection. Batman Beyond Neo Gothic is on number 4. It should have come out last week. And we've got the Ward variant? Yep. The Ward variant for that one there. Tales of the Titans Beast Boy number 4 is going to set up the whole Beast War stuff in the Titans. But this is where he's dealing with the after effects of what Deathstroke did to him in a very psychological and physical way. And it's a great individual story with Beast Boy. I care nothing about him. I care way more about him in this. So,
Did he show you guys that page?
Yeah, he showed me.
Okay.
so yeah.
I didn't see that.
I made loud
It's
noises.
a yes.
This is the Perez variant for that there. And then we have a 1 in 25. Much more happier variant for the 1 in 25 than what's going on in the book itself.
I don't like monkeys.
Blasphemy. Steelworks on number 5, penultimate issue. Power Girls on number 2. This fight happens, and there's a lot going on. So, but not as much as what's going on in Green Arrow, because all those arrows are there. You find out a little bit of the plan of what's going on. Big stuff. This is the Robles variant, I'm pretty sure, for cover B. And then we've got a 125 variant there. And then Unstoppable Doom Patrol, final issue, number 7 of 7. Is it the end of Doom Patrol? Hopefully not, because this series has been great, and I want more Chris Burnham doing it. And then we've got the 1 in 25 variant there. Next up, issue 1. We told you, get it. You did. Now we got more. Pick it up. It's awesome. Wonder Woman number 1 by Tom King. Great book. Wonderful. In nearly every way.
It's probably our most potently recommended number 1 in an ongoing series since Scott Snyder's Batman.
Yeah.
I think that's as close as I can get.
Other than maybe Deceased or...
In an ongoing.
Yes, in an ongoing.
In an ongoing series, I'm ready for 100 issues of this.
Yeah.
Hands down. So yeah,
It's thrown me in a complete DC hole now. I'm not even
Yeah.
kidding.
best hole possible.
Superman for All Seasons. Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. If you haven't read it, you should. I have given this book to my dad as a gift. Kevin, who's back there working in comics, has been recommending this book for as long as he's read it. It's wonderful. It's heartfelt. It's perfect. It's one of the top 5 Superman stories by far. It's wonderful.
Kevin, if I read it, will you start talking to me again?
Yep. Human Target number 1. If you didn't want to buy the hardcover, now you can buy the soft cover. Volume 1. Maybe literally the best Human Target story, but it's legitimately.
I finally finished it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
But if you care anything about the Justice League International, and sorry Keith Giffen for passing on, this is your perfect follow-up for that. It's great in every way. Stargirl Lost Children. Jeff Johns gets to write Stargirl again. He introduces a whole slew of forgotten characters. Also great. This is, if you want to, you can read this before reading the Jay Garrick Flash. Titans United Bloodlines. That whole thing's collected here. And then you have your Black Label book of the year. Nice House on the Lake. all collected, $50, all 12 issues. Scary, thought-provoking, funny, just great. Like, this is the creepy book that you want to read, that you should be reading.
That's where I started to notice
Tinian.
Tinian. Like, honestly, that's where I went back and noticed Tinian, and that's where I, like, now everything that he writes is on.
We're at least
This is where it came from.
This is where it came from.
This is the best $50 you could spend here this month, I think. Besides,
It's a gorgeous hardcover, too.
it's unfathomably cool.
And then small press, we got Death Ray by Dan Clowes. Oh, big giant Death Ray book. Can't beat it. The Prism from Ablaze. Is this issue 1?
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. New issue 1. Black Hammer at the End is on number 3. Ride Like Hell's on number 1. Andrea read it.
It's like Christine and Mad Max.
Oh.
And like hell and demons and all kinds of stuff.
There we go.
Like, I
Christine
don't
and
know if
Mad Max kind of
Yeah.
does
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
There it is.
Giant Robot Hellboy. I mean, it's Giant Robot Hellboy. What do you want? You got your Magnolia cover, and you got your cover B right there. So
They are
yeah.
super duper not mincing words. It's kaiju style Hellboy, actually.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Faust.
Oh, let me
If
do
you-
it. Let me do it.
Oh,
let me do
sure.
it. No. I don't want you to touch that.
Okay.
Someone canceled their pre-order, and it's wrapped for a reason. It's never going to come unwrapped. It's probably some of the most foul comic books ever created by mankind. We don't want to.
Gorgeously drawn.
Yeah, it's gorgeously drawn, but it's like weird and crazy and bloody and headless and a lot of less things. So if someone wants it, it's $90. Please buy it.
And it will never probably be back in print again.
That is fair. Actually, that's really fair.
I think it's bound in human skin, too.
It might be.
That's why I told you not to touch it. Noir Burlesque is a new original hardcover from Titan.
It's like black, white, and red.
Yeah, it's black, white, and red, and it's in their Noir series, the hard case series. You got Cathargo Kane, which is about big shark,
Big megalodons. Yeah.
big megalodon. Sweet, that's what I said. Big shark. Harriet Tubman Demon Slayers on issue 2. That'll be your cover A. That'll be your cover B. We got the Harrower 4-issue miniseries, one of our most recommended horror books from earlier in the year. They wrapped it up. They put it in trade. I'm so stoked. It's the week before Halloween. Great just great pure slasher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
How much is it? Is it under 20?
Yes. $17.99.
Ooh,
Very
good
recommendable. Firefly. We got the last ongoing volume 3 Return to Earth. That was 2.
Volume 2, it's the trade paperback.
Oh, okay. That's where I got confused. Alice Never After on issue number 4. We got Power Rangers. That's wild.
That's the coolest helmet I've ever seen in Power Rangers.
I kind of want to get back into Power Rangers. 113. Rare Flavors on number 2. Also on my reading stack like everything else in the world. Did anyone get to read Slow Burn?
I did not.
Flipped through it. I didn't get to read it all.
I mean, it's a wonderful cover.
It is a slow burn. It's like some sort of like
It reminds me of
a
Straight
couple on the
Bullets.
run. They've stolen something,
Ooh, did you see he's got
and you're
another
not
series coming out?
sure
Yeah.
who they stole it from, where they're going,
Not Straight
and they end
Bullets,
up in like a ghost town.
Series.
Okay.
They meet up with like 2 people who are still living there. So
I'd give it a chance
It's
just for the
interesting.
cover.
it's interesting.
I'm down with all those cars.
But right below that, highly recommendable. All the Dark Spaces stuff under Scott Snyder's imprint and IDW have been great. This one's like great times 2. Like this is about a serial killer who uses dungeons and claims to have them all over the country. But it's like it's following one guy off to the side of all of this. It's a great read, and like they talk about it a lot. And when they do show it to you, it just
I mean, that's why Snyder's right. That's why we ordered a bunch of it.
it's great. Yeah. This I'm gonna go with Sheer on this one. It's great. And we got cover B too, which is even worse now that I've
Dustin
read the
Nguyen.
book. Killmore is on issue number 2. You got our most highly recommended horror book at the moment. We found room on this huge table to figure out where to put it, but Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, we got more of cover B's and A's in. It is, you see what you get. There are a bunch of animal skulls. There's a bloody trail through the woods. It's presented to you in the most adorable
What was
fashion.
that quote that you saw?
Richard Scary meets...
Well, the one today.
Dexter.
It was like was
When
like
forensics and
forensic and murder has never been so adorable.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was Patton Oswalt. Opus and Ashes is a one-shot from Comic Experience. Looks hoary. I don't think anybody got to that one yet. Blade Runner 2039 is on issue number 8. We've got Conan number 4. Oh, that'll be your cover A, cover B, cover C, and I skipped one. D&D Knights of Endless Adventure. Might be a deep D&D reference that I'm not getting as far as the name
It's a
goes.
combination of 3 of the trade paperbacks that were D&D in the D&D universe. It's a collection of them.
Cool. New Junji Ito art, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He did not write it.
He did not write it. He did the artwork.
It's based on Japanese urban legends.
Okay.
What of his stuff isn't based on that? I mean,
Well, it's
Frankenstein, I guess.
Those
Like well-known urban legends, like how we have ours here. You know.
Like the Hokan guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
In
I like the Hokan guy. I think that's a good one. Rick and Morty, Heart of Rickness is on number 4. Should have come out last week. And then we have Rick and Morty Ongoing, number 10, along with Gargoyles, number 10, and Disney Villains Hades, number 3. Big release. Not mincing words there.
Well, we're on the extendo table
yeah,
now.
Sorry. We have extended the table. Distillery Has Gone by Jock. Very looking forward to this book, especially because Distillery has put out nothing but good things. So we got cover A there. Is it? That's not Momoko. Is it Momoko?
It is.
Sweet. Nope.
Jock.
Oh, and Jock again. All right, cool.
So Jock B.
Jock P, yeah, sure. Purple Jock. And we got you. Band name. 1 in 10 variant and 1 in 25 variant. Below that, Cutest Book of the Week award goes to Batman Block. It is single word, small sentence descriptors of Batman's whole world.
With
Cape,
really cool-
Robin, Sidekick. Yep. And they have great flip pages, like Two-Face goes from normal guy, Harvey Dent, to Two-Face. Sonic the Hedgehog, we're on volume 15. Trade paperback, you got My Little Pony, Best of Applejack. TMNT Saturday Morning Adventures, number 6. That'll be your cover, 1 in 10 variant. And we got cover A right there. And then TMNT Stranger Things, issue number 4.
That is not upside down.
Oh, and there's your cover B. Also new previews this week. Speaking of that, I'm going to run. You guys see it? Come on, man. We got Marvel previews and DC previews to give out at the register, which I usually mention at the beginning, but I 100% forgot because there's so much going on and I'm tired. And action figures. X-Men 97, highly anticipated Marvel Legends. We had a bunch of calls about this.
Yeah.
We've had the Wolverine, but now we've got Storm, Gambit, Rogue. A beefy Bishop that I thought was going to be really lame, but, like, it's a bigger package. And he, like, played a lot of role in the 97 thing. So, thank you for sticking with us through a 303 title table. Did I forget anything?
No.
I don't think so.
I didn't even drink any water this time. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.